Listen, I got a problem, and no, it's not my raisin addiction. It's not. It is not my raisin. Stop telling me it is my raisin addiction. I have a problem. I like peanut butter. Too many things. I'm interested in so much and everything and all, and it's a problem. Raisins I do like too, but look, I don't know what it is. I think I just appreciate so many of the interesting parts of the world.
Like the spinning molten core.
It's I can't stop. I can't stop. For whatever reason, I love finance. I'm an electrical engineer. I love finance. I've been working on like some AI stock screener on the side, doing some React coding and like making an API. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, I want to also work on some OpenGL tutorial to learn graphics. And today I want to learn Fruity Loops. I want to make beats because music is sick. I love making rhymes. I love making rhymes. Like I love making rhymes. I love making rhymes. See, this is music. I'm worked up right now. Sorry. I don't know. And then I always got on the train of like, I want to do YouTube shorts and make like some videos because it seems so lucrative. No, I don't want to create just like brain rot content because I would feel bad about myself, but I would actually want to create just like videos about topics I'm interested in, making like a filmmaker digestible. But then like I don't know. It's just so I was thinking about doing that. I've been 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 thinking about doing it for a while. Then like as a result, I was learning like DaVinci Resolve, cue the video that I made for my friend's birthday that you see right now. Isn't that fantastic? And then, casually I'm like, yeah, I want to pick up some options trading. So I was listening to some podcasts on options trading. I bought my first option contract on the market the other day. It was up money. The concept makes sense. It's cool. You can make money that way. But it's like, why? Why am I like bing, 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 binging? And I feel like I could benefit from like some focused work, People call it stacking or something I've heard, where it's like you're stacking, you complete this and you complete that. I don't know. But for me, I do have, I feel like, some sort of ADHD for the project. Like it served me well for most of my life where I can balance like and do some projects, but like because I do need more than just one thing going on or else I'll get bored of it. But like I think it's bad when it's just like five things pop up. But I like that I'm remaining consistent doing this YouTube account, which I think is pretty good. And then I just got done watching another video of this dude that just started a YouTube account and honestly was like, yeah, it changed his life. And he just, was his authentic self. And I think in the past little videos that I was making, it's like I'm scared to be my most authentic self. It's weird talking to a camera. But then now maybe my personality will come out a bit more. Um, uh, yeah, because I guess this is another project. And then to top it all off, like, I'm working on my thesis for my electrical engineering. Like, I'm doing some crazy readings for that. And, it's really, yeah. Like, that takes a lot of my brain energy. And then I just like to do stuff and learn. Then I was learning how to do watercolor and whatever. Like, I don't know. Whomever's out there, how do you balance this type of thing? What are you doing to like help reorient your priorities? Because I mean, I'm happy floating around and stuff, but it certainly is nice to be more like directed. And then maybe I'm wondering, like, do I just direct my energy into like one thing and I should just choose, for instance, like YouTube instead of doing everything at like 30%? Do Mountain Dew? Um, like do you do it at 80%, like a couple things. In the long run, I believe, like in the aggregate, if you stay on course with doing everything at 30%, like in the very, 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 very end, like maybe you'll have the same things to show for if you just did the like 80%, a couple things and then pivot. But that's assuming that you leave those 80% things behind. I don't even know if that makes sense. I'm just trying to think through like the process of like how do delegate your time, because something I was learning as well, like I need to be more intentional with it, and I have been, but like you as an individual kind of become uh, what you fill your time with. You do, because your life starts right now in the present moment, in the day, in the week. And I like to kind of say, in a weekly basis, what have you kind of done? That's a pretty good idea for extrapolation of who you're going to become in the far future. If I'm just binging between all these projects and stuff, will I actually? It's confusing to see what I will, what will result from it. Sure, I'll learn a lot of different random things, but like, will I actually be able to bite my teeth into like some quality piece of cake?
Read it. Warm
The most scrumptious thing in the world.
it up.
Um,
Driving up.
but I think that's also something to consider for yourself, like in other parts of your life, because um, I think it's important. Like ask yourself, like actually write it out and see, visualize, tabulate. What are you actually kind of doing on the week to week basis? If you don't really see a trend that you're happy with, find a way to fix that, because soon enough time will go and you're going to be like, holy moly, I wish that I did this instead. Because your weeks become your months and your months become your years. It's as simple as that. People often, I feel like people talk about like the day to day. I think the day to day is okay, but I think that's too stressful because you don't have to do everything in one day. But on like a week to week basis, I think is kind of comfortable. If you're working out a couple times a week, you don't even have to work out that much. Just 2 days, 3 days. At the end of the year, you're going to be quite fit. Just saying. Because that is 3 days in a week, 3 out of 7. That's a bit under 50% of the week that you spend there. And if you're spending just under 50% of the week, that means you're spending just under 50% of the year on a day to day basis working out. So if you do these tasks only 2 times a week, that's still pretty substantial, because like even 1 time a week is 1/7, or geez, a number. I feel like I should be able to do that, but I'm not. I can do the complex math. I don't care about doing the like the fraction decimal calculations. It doesn't do anything. This is a good fidget. But I guess that's the discussion for the day. What is going on here? And I need to resolve this, because I can't go on like this. I can't go on like this. If you have any tips or whatever, let me know. And because I'm curious. And yes, future Matthew, this video is still for you. And you can witness your realization of your lack of action through too much individualized action. I am Matthew, and I'm gonna get back to these freaking raisins. I think I was just chewing on so many of them because it made, like, thinking all about those, it kind of overwhelmed me. So I'm just like, to crunch on something, but I don't really eat them a lot. It's 26%, 26 grams of sugar per 40 grams for a quarter cup. That's like 2 handfuls. It's a lot of sugar. Anyway, I'm Matthew. Let me know what's going on. And I'm signing off. Not my raisin addiction.